and to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
I hope you'll have a wonderful day.
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
I hope you'll have a wonderful day.
Такс.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
I hope you'll have a wonderful day.
Ага.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
I hope you'll have a wonderful day.
Don't you remember?
Аль-Хайтама.
Osmanthus.
Once, there was a glorious kingdom established among the heavens. From that kingdom,
Tastes the same as I remember.
Ну и на что ты способен? Прикольная механика.
Here you are. Deflect.
Ready, steady, go! Let the show begin. Wings of darkness, come!
The process of elimination.
А ну еще раз.
By royal decree!
Well, yeah. How bold.
Phantasmagoria! La, 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 la.
Yeah.
Here you are. The process of elimination.
Прикольно, но ничего особо интересного. Нету. Давайте попробуем Сяо. Хули его пробовать.
Useless. Lament. Tears. Worthless. Tears.
У меня, конечно, есть нефритовый коршун, но выбивать для него Сяо — это такое себе. Она что делает? Щекнем.
Let's spark this. Surrender and be.
Nathan's been made acting Grand Sage, but that personality of his. Continue and ask around.
How's everything going with your thesis?
Как продвигается работа по твоей
I
теме?
should be able to
В
publish it
следующем
next
месяце жду
month.
публикацию. Фух, после последние дни я думала, что все.
A few days ago, I was worried that I'd have to stop my work on.
Well, Azar was one of your thesis advisors. Honestly, I was afraid that you might have gotten dragged down as well. How did things get settled?
The newly appointed acting Grand Sage reviewed all of our projects and gave us permission to continue our research.
Acting Grand Sage? That sounds like a new thing.
Yeah, I heard that selecting new sages has been taking some time, so he's just filling in. But it's all thanks to him that our research results weren't jeopardized. And once my paper is published, I'm definitely giving myself a long vacation and getting some much-needed rest.
They're really out of their minds, making I'll hate them the acting Grand Sage.
Take it easy, Professor.
I'm puzzled as well.
Я тоже очень огорчен.
Just going by qualifications, you're one of our most preeminent scholars. I don't know why they picked a stripling like you.
Oh, do you think I'm angry because I wasn't chosen for the position? No, it's because I don't. He was one of my students, but he rarely attended class. When I asked him about it, he retorted that self-study was better use of his time. What brazen arrogance, misery of miseries, for the academia to have him as the acting grand sage?
Professor, don't get so worked up. I'll go get you some water.
Я принесу вам воды.
Want to hear a secret? I've heard the new acting grand sage is from Haravatat.
Великого мудреца когда-то учился у нас в Харавате.
Really? Who is it?
Someone named Al-Haytham.
Его зовут
Never met him myself, but he's a real hot topic right now. Lots of things being said about him. Hard to tell what's true and what isn't, though. There's also a Vahumana scholar who's been in the spotlight recently. They say that he's a likely pick to be one of the next sages.
Oh, is he teaching any courses? Maybe we should drop by.
News of Al-Haytham being
Ого,
the
как
acting
быстро
grand sage
распространились
sure
новости
spread fast.
о назначении Аль-Хайтама,
People don't
исполняющей
know who he
обязанности
is,
великого
though.
мудреца.
Guess
Но
he's
все
less
равно
famous
есть люди,
than I
которые его
thought.
не знают. Выходит, он никогда не знаменитость. Выходит, он
Some
никакая
people
не
are saying good
знаменитость.
things and others
Одни его
bad.
хвалят, а другие
Especially
ругают.
that old
Особенно
guy
этот
just
старик.
now.
Он Аль-Хайтаму
Really?
очень недоволен. Ой,
Hey,
что такое?
are you
Тебе
okay?
нехорошо?
Matra.
Мата.
the mantra?
I'm Ilias. I
Я
have to talk
Ильяс.
to a Matra
Мне нужно
about
поговорить
something
с Матрой.
important.
Дело очень
In the
важное.
state you're in?
Ой, посмотри
You should
на себя,
push
тебе лучше
yourself.
как следует отдохнуть. Давай ты скажешь нам, что случилось, а мы
It's
передадим
No,
Матре.
I have to tell them
Нет, я
myself.
должен сам.
They're
Я
the
верю
only
только
ones.
Матрам.
Sorry, can you
Помогите
lend me
мне
your arm?
дойти. Это
This is
важное
an
дело, мне
important.
очень нужно.
Since you put it that way,
Раз ты так
we'll
говоришь,
take you to
ладно,
a
мы тебе и
mantra.
отведем. Заблуждение толпы.
We promised to take you to a mantra, but we don't know that many, do we? Should be back at the
Он
end.
вернулся в академию. Давай пойдем к нему. Привет. Мы хотели спросить Сайна сейчас в
You two
академии.
look familiar.
Знакомые лица
Are you
друзья
friends of
господина
Mahamatra
Сайна.
Saina?
Его сейчас нету на месте.
I'm afraid he's out on a
Он был
mission,
по
but if
делу.
you'd like, I can pass
Можешь
whatever
пока
message you might have on to
рассказать
him.
все мне, а я передам
We
ему.
ran into this guy by
Мы
the
встретили
gates,
этого
and he
человека у
seems
входа в
really eager to
академию.
speak with the mantra.
Он требовал встречи с Матрой, говорит, у него какое-то срочное
Oh?
дело.
If you don't mind,
тогда
why don't you
позволь
tell me
мне
about
узнать,
it?
что случилось.
Siraj.
Сирадж.
Siraj.
Сирадж. Знакомый
That
мне
name
имя.
sounds
Тот
familiar.
ученый из Вахума.
Isn't he a
Vahumana researcher?
Ученый из
Yes,
Вахумама.
one of their most renowned, in fact. I
Да,
hear he's as
восходящая
daring as
звезда
he is
Даршана
intelligent.
Вахумана. Говорит, он столь же смел, сколь умен.
There are rumors he'll become Vahumana's next
Еще говорят,
sage.
скоро он возглавит
But
Вахуману и
please
станет
continue,
одним из
good sir.
6 мудрецов.
What
Так
about
что
Siraj?
говорил про Сираджа.
Want to report him for conducting
Я
a
должен его
dangerous experiment.
разоблачить. Сирадж проводит опасный эксперимент.
Kidnapped me,
Он
tied me
похитил
up,
меня,
and took me to
связал
that
и
horrible
притащил
cave.
в эту ужасную пещеру.
Experimental
Там
equipment
повсюду
everywhere.
стояло лабораторное
Ran
оборудование.
as fast as I could, a
Я
little
вырвался
slower,
и
and he
сбежал.
would have
Еще
caught
немного,
me.
и он бы поймал меня.
There's no rush.
Не
Please,
волнуйся, расскажи,
take your
всё,
time.
как
What
было.
kind of experiments
Что
was he
у него там за
conducting?
эксперименты, где эта
I
пещера?
don't
Я не
remember.
понимаю.
You can't
Это
remember?
ведь очень важно. Как не
All I
понимаешь?
remember is
Я помню только,
Siraj
как
walking
Сирадж
towards me,
подошел ко мне, а
and then my
потом
head
сознание
started
у меня
feeling it's like a
помутнилось.
nightmare
Я
that I
забыл
can't
многое из
recall.
того, что помню.
I just know that
Я
that
как
place is
будто попал в
dangerous,
кошмар.
and that they
Я знаю,
must be
что там
stopped.
очень опасно, их надо остановить.
I heard they
Да,
conduct
и я
business in a
слышал, что они
tavern.
собираются
We have
провести
to hurry.
сделку в таверне. Надо
Even if
поспешить.
what you say is...
Раз ты так говоришь, ладно.
All right.
Я
I'll have some of my
попрошу своих
colleagues look
товарищей
into
проверить
Siraj. But
Сираджа.
before that, I would like to
Но перед
administer
этим
the
тебе
mantra lie
придется пройти
detector test.
проверку на
You think
детекторе
I'm
лжи.
lying?
Ты мне не веришь?
Please don't take it the wrong way.
Нет, что ты?
This is
Это
just
обычная
standard...
процедура.
Sorry, but can you two
Прошу
wait out
вас,
here a little
подождите
while?
здесь, а мы скоро вернемся. Да, не успела одна сюжетка закончиться, началась вторая. Вот и Аль-Хайтама.
Huh? Al-Haytham?
Let me bring you up to speed.
Веду вас
First
по
things
стрелам.
first, Ilyas
Ильяс пошел
passed the lie
проверку на
detector
детектор
test.
лжи.
This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based on the leads he provided. Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham. After hearing about it, he left a message for Mahamatra Sino and then asked to join the investigation.
Kind of weird for you to be working with the mantra. Is there a special reason?
You're overthinking things. My interest was piqued.
Really? I'm unsurprised you have this much free time. In that case,
It's already against protocol for Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham to participate in this investigation. As for you two, never mind. After all, you were the ones who brought Ilyas here. I'll allow you to accompany us, but you have to promise to keep everything confidential.
don't you worry. Our lips are sealed.
Alright, in that case, I'll fill you in on what we know so far. Ilyas claimed that Siraj will be conducting some business with a Kasharawar researcher at the tavern. This is one of his few clear memories. It seems he stumbled upon this information while escaping. Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the academia right now. He applied for long-term off-site research 1 month ago. It's close to the time that Ilyas had given, so we've decided to head to the tavern and investigate any suspicious persons.
That's right. Arav, prepare to head out. You two, do as you...
Да ладно тебе. Мы же договорились, что идем вместе. Отправляйтесь в таверну. Так. Интересно, то, что я бубню, блин, слышно?
We're here, Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham. What's our next course of action?
На месте господина Al-Haytham, что дальше?
Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham.
Looks like you haven't read any memos lately.
Не читал последних циркуляров.
The new Academia decree clearly states that even a sage doesn't have the authority to interfere with the Matra's actions during an ongoing... If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
You're right. Understood. Then please wait here as we lock down the perimeter and search for suspicious persons. Ilyas, please stay here. Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham, I'll have to trouble you with the protection of our primary witness.
Sure. Though I'd rather he just protect himself.
Ничем не меняется. Al-Haytham, ты такой же заносчивый, как тогда в деревне Ару.
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him to understand my position clearly. Arav has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. Unlike you two, he's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the Acting Grand Sage is trying to seize the Matra's powers. That question was obviously bait. The Matra were once under the influence of the sages, and so were often subject to these bureaucratic traps. The test was strictly unnecessary, though. I hope that our exchange will assure him that I won't interfere with their work This is why I was against becoming the Acting Grand Sage from the very first. Titles and rank inevitably make a lot of things more troublesome than...
Excuse me, Acting Grand. I've had a question on my mind, and I need to know the answer no matter what.
No. I have no recollection of ever...
Haha! I thought so too. I probably wouldn't have had anything to do...
Then why did you ask?
Well, for some reason I felt a sense of familiarity when I...
Really? A misperception, perhaps. Oh,
Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham, we've apprehended a suspect.
Siraj?
No, it's the Kasharawar researcher who has dealings with him. His name is Narendra.
Acting Sage Al-Haytham? Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab and sell them, but does something like that really warrant the personal interest of the Acting Grand Sage?
What have I gotten myself into? I know I let greed get the best of me, but please, I promise that this won't ever happen again.
I would like to ask him a few questions.
Of course.
Do you know Siraj?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer. He asked to make the transaction at the tavern, but
What were the details of this?
he's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical components that can only be found in our project. He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of Mora if I was willing to put some aside for him, under the pretense of them being defective parts. We had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the trade. I sure didn't expect to get stood up, or run into you all.
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilyas might leak information, so he intentionally didn't show up. Whatever the case, it seems that this lead ends here. The good news is, regardless of what Siraj was planning, his progress will now be severely hindered by a lack of power generators and electrical components. We still have time to conduct our investigation. Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
No, he's all yours. But I'd like to borrow Ilyas for a while.
That's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam, which showed that he has a genuine case of amnesia. We're not planning to pursue any further breakthroughs on that front. However, I am curious, what do you need him for exactly?
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring his memories.
I see. We'll be returning to the academia then. I'll leave Ilyas in your care.
Follow me.
Иди за мной.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
You'll have every time.
Так, куда там надо? Сирач не пришел в таверну. Рендера ничего не знает, получается, расследование забуксовало. А Хайтам, это правда собираешься следовать? Стыдиться этим делом, Файма видит, что она вызвала у тебя необычный интерес, даже странно.
I thought you would have guessed the reason by now.
Ты сама догадалась, в чем причина, а? Пайма ни о чем не догадывается. А ты?
Yes, we were classmates.
Да, мы учились на одном курсе. Вот оно, что значит, ты решил присоединиться к расследованию, когда Арав рассказал тебе, что подозреваемый.
So you're not here because you're interested in the case itself, but because you know the suspect?
You couldn't be further from the truth, but I wasn't expecting much from you to begin with. For the time being, all you need to know is that we were once classmates. I became the scribe afterwards while he continued his academic endeavors. He submitted a thesis 1 year ago, and the Grand Sage at the time asked for my opinion. I did not approve of it because it committed one of the 6 cardinal sins by touching upon human evolution. From violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world. They are also what the sages use as a reference when formulating or amending the rules of the academia. My opinion was that Siraj's research was both overly naive and in violation of various core principles. The Grand Sage took some of my suggestions on board and ultimately decided to reject.
So that's why he's buying energy sources and electrical components.
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules and conduct his experiment in secret.
That sounds super suspicious. Oh, we gotta stop him, Ilya.
I'm sorry, but I've already tried many times. No matter how hard I try,
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as a defense mechanism against extreme stress. However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. They can be restored with the appropriate stimulus. Now, try to recall things you care about. They don't need to be related.
well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on. The kind of person I am, the things I've done. I can remember some things, but I can't recall some others. But I do vaguely remember that there are two things that I have to do no matter what.
Do tell.
The first is to get my paycheck from the academia and give it to my younger sister in Gandharvaville. I'm not sure about the details, but it seems that I would send money to my younger sister every month to pay for family expenses.
And the second thing? What's the second thing?
I can't remember. Sorry, there's just...
Not unexpected. However, you're the only one who has seen Siraj and knows the exact location of his cave at present. As such, we'll do everything we can to help you regain.
Losing your memories must be really painful. But don't you worry, we'll help you get them all back.
Oh, thank you so much. This feeling, it's more than just pain. I don't know. I have so few memories that I don't even have a clear idea of who I am. And my head's always ringing. It feels like I could faint at any moment. I'm still dead. It also feels like I've been set free somehow. Nevertheless, I have you all to thank for bringing... Now, I do remember that I worked part-time at a place in the academia called the Research Preparation Center. That's...
I see. In that case, let's go and find whoever's in charge.
Да, кстати, перед тем, как пойти поговорить с руководителем центра, сходим сюда, соберем бабочек. А то хули смола здесь копится. Так. Блин, хули ты так высоко? Ай, не понял. Ладно, сойдет. Так.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liua tend to stay a while, though it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I...
Здесь еще ниже. Еще ниже. Так, на высоте.
Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham. I've sent this period's research expenses report to your office. Have you taken a look? Are there any issues with it?
I did. Recent research expenses have decreased quite a bit.
Yes, though that is primarily because there are fewer scholars with research needs. But that can be a rather convoluted topic.
I believe you know this individual. His name is Ilyas. He worked part-time here, and he's here for his paycheck.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilyas, where have you been these past few? That was our busy period, but then you disappeared without a word. Everyone had to pick up the slack.
I'm sorry, something unexpected came up. But I know I've caused trouble for everyone. Is there anything I can do to make up for it?
The other researchers have more or less finished your share of the work. However, there is... You remember Chandra? You were in charge of following up on his off-site research application. He retracted his application a few days ago and canceled his off-site project. He's the 12th person to retract a research application this month. I'd like you to ask him why he did that. Chandra is probably having coffee at this hour, so you can find him at the cafe.
Understood. Then,
I'll pay you in full once you return. However, make sure you don't disappear without saying anything again. Be considerate to your colleagues and give them some forewarning at least. Is this acceptable, Acting Grand Sage?
I have no objections.
Right!
Ilyas? Long time no see. What can I do for you? I heard that you canceled your research. Oh, that, it's really nothing special. I just don't feel like going anymore. I'm not the only one who canceled, right? I mean, people have had no motivation to conduct research lately, haven't they?
No motivation to conduct research?
Yeah. Hey, who might you be?
Oh, don't mind me.
Well, with the downfall of the sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold while they were being investigated. With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time. No one wants to risk starting any new research until it's clear how things will pan out in the future.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new sages would have interest in, right?
Wow. About but that isn't the only reason for the lack of motivation.
So what are the other reasons?
Well, because the Akasha terminal shut down. I'm sure you're all aware that we require all kinds of knowledge to perfect. Then the Akasha would respond to any of our requests for the knowledge we needed. It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time studying, so we were able to immediately run various tests.
I see.
You get it, right? After having had a taste of something so amazing, who can be bothered to manually sift through data and files ever again? There are only a handful of people at the academia who are starting new projects or performing research. Most people are like me, waiting for a recognized researcher to start a project before immediately applying to join. Although our names will be further down in the paper, we'll have a much easier time. We don't have to do most of the mental heavy lifting. All we have to do is focus on our assigned tasks.
Можно не ломать себе голову, а просто сосредоточиться на поставленных перед нами задачах. Илья, что с тобой?
My head. It hurts.
Голова разболелась. Когда идет дождь, блин, и телевизор моросит.
I remember now. I remember what Siraj said to me. You will become Siraj number 36. Fuse yourself with a consciousness under my control. Think only in accordance with a set module. Like a worker bee in a beehive.
Paimon doesn't get it.
It's what Siraj was researching and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution. Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he could create a collective consciousness in human society and drive humans toward their ultimate evolution. First, he would rank test subjects in descending order of ability, with number 1 serving as the overmind. This overmind would then divide tasks into numerous modules and delegate them to the collective's members based on their assigned number. Lastly, members would share their memories and emotions to facilitate the rapid exchange of information within the collective. Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned work based on its compatibility. Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form of existence that is both an individual and an organization. Siraj believes this collective consciousness is superior to individual humans.
Pushing a whole bunch of people together? Paimon thinks that sounds horrible.
Just as Al-Haytham said, Siraj gave all the test subjects different numbers. Bigger numbers meant you had a lower rank, so your assigned tasks were less complex, such as being responsible for everyone's basic needs. Smaller numbers were ranked higher, so you'd be given more complex assignments like planning for the future. Siraj referred to me as number 36. I think that was a low-ranking number. I also recall that Siraj said his plan was proceeding very quickly. The hive would soon be complete.
Oh no, then we gotta...
Как же так, мы должны поторопиться, чтобы он не успел осуществить свой
I
план.
tried my best, but that's all I can remember. I still can't recall where the cave is.
Take your time. You'll eventually remember it all. However, something doesn't seem...
What's off?
You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a small...
I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system is based on. Anyway, we're done here. Let's go.
Please, wait. I heard you all talking about Siraj just now. Are you looking...
Do you know something?
Well, Siraj is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known researchers. Supposedly, he's a strong contender. There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team. I'm nothing special, though, so I doubt I'd get the opportunity. That said, I do know a researcher who received an invitation from Siraj but declined it. Her name is Janaki. If you're interested, you can try to find her. She's usually reading at the pavilion in the garden.
Что там? Кстати, я же примасы же не забрал. Еще дополнительные куртки. О, скины уже доступны. Скины Яки. 1350. Довольно дешево. Но этот скин, блин, какой-то, не знаю. Если сравнивать с Дилюком, скин Дилюка, это легендарный скин Аяки, это эпический. Не знаю, по соотношению как-то так. Вот это типа все эпические, а скин Дилюка типа легендарка. Почему нельзя дать пятизвездочному персонажу легендарный скин? О, еще 4 крутки, отлично. Так, сколько у меня там?
Osmanthus wine tick. The same as I remember. But where are those who...
Так, заберем доставку запек. О, новая область. Потом можно будет сходить. Ниже.
Are you Janaki? We
Ты, Джанака, мы хотели бы расспросить тебя, Сираж.
Ilias?
Ильяс,
Do you know me?
ты меня знаешь?
I'm sorry.
Are you playing dumb with me?
No, I'm not.
Нет, я правда
I
потерял
actually
память.
have
Много не
amnesia, so
помню.
I've lost a lot of my memory.
And?
И что?
Are you trying to say that I should forgive you just because you've forgotten, or are you using the acting grand sage as backup to settle things with me? The two biggest loners teaming up. What a terrible thought.
That's enough. There seems to be a dispute between the two of you, but I heard that Siraj once invited you to join his project. Is that true?
So, what if it is? Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also interested in his project. I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. I refused, because no one wants to be placed at the bottom. Certainly not me.
Ilias is number 36, and Janaki was supposed to be number 45. Ugh.
Tell me, did Siraj tell you how he assigned numbers?
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy from our heads back then? They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from each person. I don't know how Siraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as the basis for his numbering system.
I see. He believes that this data can be used to evaluate a person's computing power. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy. At most, jnana energy can only be seen as representing a portion of a person's abilities. Humans are complicated beings, so it is impossible to evaluate them using a single criterion.
See? I knew I couldn't have only been ranked as 45.
What else do you know about Siraj?
That's it. He came to me, I refused, and that. Is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here. I've had enough of this.
Please wait,
I really forgot.
Чистая правда.
vouch for him.
Пойман
The
свидетель.
mantra also said that he truly lost his memories.
Не врет, и он правда
I
потерял
see.
память.
You know what?
Забыл,
It's
и как-
better this way.
и к лучшему, что
I get
забыл.
angry just
Даже
thinking about
вспоминать
it.
об этом
So I
вне
really don't have
себя.
the patience to
Я не
fill you
смогу
in.
тебе рассказать,
All
просто
you need to
знаю,
know
что
is
ты
that
многих
you got a
людей
lot
впутал
of
в
people in
неприятную
trouble back
историю,
then.
в том
And
числе и
that's all I
меня.
have to say.
Мне ничего тебе
Goodbye.
больше мне нечего тебе больше сказать. До свидания. Ну давай.
She's gone.
Ушла.
She
Кажется,
doesn't
она
seem to
очень
like
сердится
you
на
very
тебя.
much.
Ты правда ничего не помнишь?
Really don't.
Ничего. Но
After
мне
she
все
said
равно
that,
очень тяжело слышать
I've
ее
had this,
слова.
I guess.
Как будто я правда сделал что-то
Do you
плохое.
want to remember?
Ты хочешь вспомнить?
Huh?
Even though you're a witness against Siraj in this case, you've also lost your memory.
Преступление. Ты действительно потерял память.
No one can force you to remember if you don't want to.
Прошлое никто не способен
Even if you
тебе
manage to
заставить.
remember,
Можешь
all you would need to
притвориться,
do
что
is feign
пытался, а
ignorance
потом
and
сказать,
tell us that you
ничего не
tried.
I'm not sure what to do.
Я не знаю, как мне
Like I
быть.
said before,
Я говорил, что
for
по сути
some
потерял
reason I
память.
felt a
Почему-то
sense of
испытывал
freedom when I
облегчение.
thought, I
Но
feel
мне
like I
всё
shouldn't be
время
allowed to
кажется,
go
что это
free so
неправильно.
easily.
Я должен
I
вспомнить,
still
что
want to
случилось,
remember
как мне
it.
это
I can look
сделать.
up your file.
Я могу посмотреть твое дело в
Something
архиве.
that caused trouble for
Если
a
ты в
lot of
самом
people in
деле
the
многих
past
людей
must be on
впутал в
file
неприятную
somewhere.
историю, такое дело должно быть остаться в
Would you
архиве.
like me to look into it?
Так что мне посмотреть?
Yes,
Да,
please.
пожалуйста.
All right. Then let's
Хорошо,
return to
тогда
the
нам
house
нужно
of Dana.
заглянуть в дом Дайны.
We've spent enough
Это
time
на
here,
какое
and you should go and get your
время ты как раз
paycheck.
можешь забрать свое жалование. Найдите информацию об Ильясе. Еще ниже, что ли? Блин, эти ярусы капец как напрягают. Еще ниже. Блин, да тут вообще ничего нету. Где-то выше было. Как же все запутанно. А где вообще Нахида, блин? Тут какой-то чирик, блин, собирается, блин, общий коллективный разум создать, а ее нету, блин. Архонт называется.
Let's split up for now. Ilyas, we'll meet back here later and then head over to Gandharvaville. Relax, Ilyas. Being nervous accomplishes nothing.
That's true. I'm ready. No matter what, I'll also try my best to remember anything else related to Siraj. I'll put an end.
I'm holding you to that. See you later.
До скорой встречи. Так, куда нам? Сюда. Наверх. И как туда попасть?
Maybe I'll borrow something.
Нифига здесь лифт. Офис Айхайтем.
Okay.
Так,
The important
все важные
files from the
дела
last few years should all be
в этом
here.
архиве.
What's wrong?
Что такое?
Nothing.
Ничего.
Anyway,
Я отыскал
I
дело,
found
я
Ilyas's
иду
file.
вниз.
Let's meet downstairs.
What have I done?
Так, что я
This
сделал?
file indicates that you were once commended by the
Что
academia for your
Академия
courage and
объявила
sense of
тебя
justice.
благодарной за проявленное
You were
мужество и
considered a
стремление к
hero.
справедливости. Тебя чествовали как героя. Меня?
Yes.
Да.
Your instructor was
Твой наставник был
engaging in
заподозрен
academic
в
fraud, and you were the one who
плагиате, и
reported
ты
it.
разоблачил его.
Your report was found to be
После
true
проверки
after a
оказалось,
series
что
of
наставник
investigations,
действительно
and your
занимался
instructor was
плагиатом,
brought to
а
justice by the
предали его
Matra.
суду.
This incident caused
Это
quite the
случилось.
commotion, and the academia sent you a
Наделало
commendation.
немало шума. Академия объявила тебе благодарность.
What is it? Are any memories coming back to you?
Ты вспомнил?
No, it's just...
Нет, просто
My
голова
head
болит,
feels... Did I
раскалывается.
seriously do
Я
that?
это сделал, но почему?
Let's put this matter aside for
Только
now.
не будем об этом.
It isn't
История
directly
твоих
related to
наставников не
Siraj,
имеет
so there's no
никакого
need to
отношения
push
к
yourself
Сираджу.
over it.
Так что нет смысла ломать из-за нее голову.
I'm sorry.
Мне очень жаль.
It should have been something
Я
good to
должен был
hear, but
радоваться, но мое тело
my body is instinctively rejecting it. I feel like I'll black out if I try to remember.
Такую боль, что я едва не теряю
Take
сознание.
it slow. Recovering memories is no easy task, especially when it involves memories that you don't want to remember.
Которые тебе неприятны.
Just do what you think is right.
Делай то, что считаешь нужным.
Thank you.
Спасибо.
I'm not sure how you're so calm and composed all the time, but it does make me feel more calm.
Все получится.
And deliver
И сейчас мы
paycheck to his
отправляемся в
sister.
Кандахарву, чтобы отнести жалование сестре Ильяса в путь. Отправляйтесь в Ганхарову. Блин, кто эти названия придумывает, боже? Кстати, новая территория здесь, да? А, вот она. О, нифига себе большая. Офигеть, блин. Да, это почти как эта пустыня, блин. Ах, придется побегать. Там тоже пирамиды будут.
We should be close. Let me
Сейчас
think.
помню, дальше надо
Should
идти
be
сюда.
this way.
Ilyas, what are you doing back here?
Ты что здесь делаешь?
Dad. It's nothing. I was just wondering how
You sure everything's okay?
Случилось, я не снова тебя
Did they bully
изводят.
you
Не
again?
обманывается, скажи правду.
Ilyas,
Илья,
what's wrong?
I'm fine. Just a minor headache. I have...
Back then, I told you not to be a hero. Look how things turned out.
До добра не доведет. И посмотри, что вышло.
I can't imagine how things are going for you at the academia. We've even been receiving threat letters.
Даже не представляю, что тебе приходится.
You don't have to force yourself to stay at the academia. You can always...
I'm all right. I just need a little rest.
Elias doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has amnesia.
Hey, that's enough, you two. Elias isn't feeling well. You can keep nagging him once we get home. Elias, let's find somewhere to talk.
Поговорим в другом месте.
So, how's your headache?
It's much better now. Oh, here. It's this month's paycheck. How's...
Same old, same old. It's just don't mind their nagging. Deep down, they know that you did the right thing. It's just that after hearing a lot of bad rumors about you and seeing all the threatening letters, well, they're mom and dad. Maybe they just...
Conform.
Yeah. You don't remember? After the incident, Elias? What?
Ah, I see. I remember now. Don't worry.
You're acting a little weird today, you know? Anyway, I understand your decision. But Mom, Dad, and I don't care if you're a hero or not. I just want you to enjoy life and relax more.
Your understanding is a great comfort to him.
Is it? That's good. Are you a friend of his?
More so these two. My name is Alhaitham, and this is the Traveler in Paimon.
Oh, that rings a bell. At any rate, would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Sorry, but I still have things I need to take care
Well,
of.
that's a shame. Okay, I'll get go.
Don't worry. I won't do anything to make you guys worry again.
You remember now?
Yes? Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person.
Is that your way of conveying gratitude?
Oh, my apologies. But I meant every word. Remember when I asked at the tavern if I said that there was a sense of familiarity, but what I really meant was a sense of...
Loathing?
Yeah, but having spent some time with you, I realized that you're not someone I dislike to that extent. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that?
My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this quality, then you won't be as bothered by complicated social relationships.
It'd be great if I could think like you. But first things first. I remember where Siraj's cave is now. I'll take you there.
Really? That's great. That you said there are 2 things that you had to do. Leave him to check one of them.
There are more important things at hand. We have to stop Siraj before he completes his collective consciousness, or it'll be too late.
You're right. Let's head out.
Блин, я так логопедом стану, или как это называется. Напрягает. Ладно, продолжим вечером. Сейчас все равно нет людей.